All right. In three, two, one. Hey everyone. Hey everyone on YouTube. I hope everyone is feeling extreme. Uh, I wanna I wanna bring you all this big announcement. You know, I will be using. I mean, I want to make a big announcement. I've been gone for a while. I've been dealing with school. Finally got that out of the way. Finally graduated there. It was tough, but I got through it. And yeah, I haven't really been, focusing on that. I haven't really shared a lot of my work that I've been working on. I've been, you know, and and so I graduated, and I've taken time to collect my thoughts. And yeah, I've just been working ever since, and studying, building up my skill set, and just continuing to love what I do and be inspired. And yeah, it's been a while. I've been so caught up in my school and stuff. It's been a while since I really knew about a thing like Patreon, and what that could do for you, and your business and your companies. You see, the reason why I wanted to go to college was so that I could pursue my dream, pursue pursue 3D modeling, character design, things like that. And that's exactly what I want to bring for you guys on YouTube. I want to make tutorials and walkthroughs behind the scenes of character modeling, character designing, just all the stuff like that. Basically, becoming a teacher for YouTube. I want to upload more content. Be for society. I graduated, and I feel like all this studying would go to waste if it was just for myself. And I think we all could benefit. You know, I graduated. It was tough to graduate the college, but I did it, and now I'm. It costs a lot of money. I'm in debt there, and I have to start paying that back off. And which brings me to this video. My passion, loving to share these opportunities, my dreams, my creations, and I'll share them with you all on YouTube. You know, but I need your help. With all these expenses, it takes so long for me to be able to share with you all. Like between graduating, after I graduated, I had like two computers break down on me. You know, things happen. Sometimes things break. Sometimes things just get damaged. You know, but the setbacks aren't. But the thing that can never be destroyed is the mind. You can always lose data. You can always lose the hardware, especially if you can't back it up. But yeah, I'm just gonna need you guys' support to be able to share things more better, because I'm just so passionate about this, so serious about this, and I want my channel to be so transparent. You know what I mean? When I teach you a tutorial or I do something, the video is gonna be how long it needs to be. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tiptoe around you all. It's just so that you can watch the video and get a longer run time. Because a lot of these YouTubers, when they're teaching you, they like to talk slow and not appreciate your time or your presence there. So they like to talk slow or sidetrack. And I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of tutorials. So you catch on after a while that people start to sell out a little bit. And I think that time is just so valuable. I just want to be so transparent up front, and take as little time from you all as possible. It's probably why I don't upload so much, because I really want to give you guys value, high value. But to do that, my hardware that I run right now, it's It's a crappy little laptop, $350 laptop. I mean, my big computer broke down and I lost all my data, and then I got a little laptop just to run me by, and that's all I have now. So with this Patreon, you know, I'm gonna need worldwide help to get the expensive hardware I need, like this hardware right here, the VR desktop. It's hardware for the desktop, and it's a big budget Alienware 51 uh, Threadripper edition, and it's a Dell. It's a Dell PC that's like hardcore for virtual reality. I'm gonna be I'm gonna really provide you guys 3D models. If you look in my history, you'll see my speed scopes that I've done in the past. And the reason why I submitted those speed scopes was that so you all can see how the mind can use technology to create simplistic things. Now you can make a Godzilla, you can make other things like that, but I just wanted to show you all through the simplistic shapes there what you could achieve with the hardware. You know what I mean? And now with this virtual reality coming out, I want to take it to a whole nother level. But this hardware, this computer alone is the best in the world. And it is because I want to serve the world and I want to give to the world and provide to the world, where I'm going to need the world's best. I'm going to need the world's best. Now, when we all collectively contribute, who knows what we can accomplish together. It is me reaching out to the world, asking you all to trust, this hardware here. The price is $5,000 for the hardware. And this is the virtual reality that I would like to be using to sculpt. Now, to raise funds to obtain these hardwares, I will be providing you all with video content of me creating various characters for various projects that I will continue for until indubitably. They will be Jonathan Gillette's projects. They will be projects of mine that I will hold to my name and that I will work on until completion. These projects are very close and dear to me, very passionate. So I'm going to be very careful and touchy about these things, but I wanted to at least get at least 2 or 3 of my concepts. I package them, whether they're packaged in a film, a cinematic film, or whether it's packaged in a video game. It's character designs packaged with the intent, whether it be a film for you to watch or whether it for you to take part in as an experience of a video game. These different concepts, and it's how I categorize these, and there are a few that I find myself naturally gravitating towards, and these ones are the ones I will first share with you because they are the first ones I gravitate towards, and I want to deliver you the nature of each of these projects, one simplistically, so that you are not bombarded by all the information. I also want to give you a bit of a teaser type nature to the introduction of these characters. First being that the storylines are continually in development. I'm continually learning about film and studying and all and cinematography and movie making and all these things through YouTube. Yes, through YouTube. And as I am learning these things, I will be planning the story, the plots, and the dialogue, and the characters, and all that stuff. I'll be planning all that behind the character designs. But what I will be presenting to you all on my YouTube channel is simply character designs and how to implement and prepare these models, and just being able to see I want my viewers. I want to be able to get to the point where you all can download 3D models on my website, and then and be able to just use them to kit bash and stuff like that. And then I also want to be able to provide my modeling services for you all. Maybe make 1 hour scopes where I give away the models. Make a sculpt every week. Every week I'll make a sculpt where at the end of the week the whole world would be able to download the model, whatever it is. These are services to the world, ways that you could give back. And then I could teach you how to break apart the models and use it to kit bash, to make your own models, to save you time, for people who wouldn't have virtual reality to create all these contours. They could just say, Jonathan, can you make a generic arm? And then that way we could kit bash it into the scene or something like that. That way I could kind of like give back to you all in a sense, even though I have this high burden and this big, huge weight. We are all going to be brothers in it together, and we're going to carry our strengths evenly through balance. And so I really wanted to share that with you all. Now the price point for the VR headset, which we are looking at right now, is the Oculus Rift Touch. Plus, it comes with the Touch virtual reality, and that is going to be around $400. So I wanted to make this video to bring up that general price point. It's $5,400 for these two items, which would generally get the company rolling to provide assets. And these tools provide a very of services I would be able to provide for you all, like being able to create 3D assets to be printed out, whether it be jewelry or action figures, or set designs. I'm so passionate about doing 3D modeling and 3D sculpting, and if I had my hands on this stuff, the world would be better off. All the movies, all the stuff with my contribution through virtual reality, because I feel so much restrictions. And with that new ZBrush that came out, ZBrush 2018, it's just amazing, all the new features that they open the world to see. The restrictions that were previously there, the eyes of the world were open to the restrictions once that new release was given. How so will the eyes of the world be opened once virtual reality is tapped into, especially with hardware of this caliber? When I'm doing my calibrations to do the mathematical calculations for the problems in the past, my computer just couldn't handle it. It just couldn't keep up. The new ZBrush came out, and it made everything groovy. But I still feel the lag when I use my other softwares to plan out my stories. When I'm plotting my stories and when I'm planning everything out, I use Photoshop. In the hardware in the hardware that cost me $350, it was my brother bought it for me. With hardware that costs $350, thank him. He's incredible. He funds my project. He's my first Patreon, and I need you all to be too. As much as he helps me, I need more funds to do what I do. Because I really want to take this seriously and bring you guys some great content here. And I hope you guys are excited about all the projects that I have in store, because these aren't projects that some projects that I have in my back pocket, but other projects I've worked on for uh, reimagined and reinvigorated ideas, recycled throughout the spans of time and, you know, and space. You know, these stories, where they come from, is not a simple thing to describe, but it is from the world. It's from you all of our inspiration. You know, I I couldn't get nowhere if I didn't have no one to feel appreciation of such creations. You know, and with this hardware, I'd really be able to knock out a lot of good stuff because a lot of people are putting up videos on 3D printing, and I'd be willing to. I'm I've actually done research on the costs on those items as well in the past, and have fully have implemented it into my future career of implementations of things like when I've prior mentioned 3D, I mean action figures and jewelry. You know, I studied 3D printing and seen how you can 3D print flexible filaments that you can put onto a phone, or that you can print out plastic that's so heavy you could lift a car with it. Or you could print out metals and stuff that you can make jewelry out of. You know, I've studied these things. You could print out parts and connect them together and make an action figure out of these. It's virtual reality. These things tie into. You can create the 3D object. You could print it out. You could ship it. You could sell it. You could sell it online. You could ship it to your house and sell it personally. You know, it's just a lot of different ways in which we all can use these avenues to create. And it's not just virtual reality, you know, because I design and everything in Photoshop, and I'm gonna need super hardware so that I'm not bogged down, slowed down, or tied down when I'm doing the extreme things that I'm doing to set up my whole shebang there. And I think that if all goes well and I'm really truly successful, you know, maybe I'd share some of my workflow experiences on how I am able to you know branch out and accomplish such feats. But seeing as how my goals have not yet been met, you know, I figure I'd come out with a few movies and a few video games produced to before I start trying to teach you about workflows there. You know what I mean? I'd have to get at least 4 projects under my belt before you feel the value of my workflows. Before I'm able to just stop everything that I'm doing to explain that you know, because that is a continual process of growth. If I were to make a tutorial on my process in the past, it would not be up to date as of now. And for me to give you something now would be to slow down the later that would have been wanting to have given you, but would have been halted because I stopped and gave it to you. It's strength to wait. It's strength to wait. Sometimes you think it's weakness to wait, but sometimes it's strength, because our time is valuable. And that's the transparent thing I want here. I've got this whole paper list of all these things, but I basically touched on all the points here. I just want to keep it real with you all. Now, I have to touch points on where you can go to support the channel, this YouTube channel here. You know, you can go support my YouTube channel directly through giving me funds through PayPal. You know, I'll have that link in the description where you can donate directly to PayPal in order to get this transaction rolling. Or if you like to, I would please appreciate it if you could subscribe and become a Patreon. You go to www.patreon.com/Jonathan, my name, Jonathan Gillette, all one word, and you become a Patreon and you help support our channel and you help support our cause and you help strengthen a cause that's gonna give back to the world. We're really, sometimes I watch movies and I think, man, I could sculpt those creatures in that movie, or I could make those creatures in there. And just now, superhero movies are the most popular thing of all, and everyone's gonna want to learn how to do all these things. And what better way to learn than on YouTube, right? I'm just a guy who graduated college, who's really passionate about creating 3D characters, sculpting those puppies. I've been studying. I never stopped studying, even when my computer broke down on me. And I just find that isolation works, best for me. I just feel like sometimes people like to, get distracted, and sometimes people, don't. Sometimes people set high goals, and sometimes people don't believe in themselves. It depends on their environment. It depends on people around them. And for me to focus and for me to get in my zone, I just buckle down in my office and I make fun happen there. And I'm really just hitting the ball rolling here. This is a commitment here. I'm kind of getting married to my career here. Pretty much. It's a beautiful experience. It's liberating. It's awesome. At the beginning of my video, I said, "Hey everyone, I hope everyone is feeling extreme," and that's because here on this channel, what we're gonna be doing extreme things. You know why? Because when you follow your dreams, and you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, and you reach out and you share, you inspire. And you create a sense of community, and if that isn't extreme, then I don't know what is. Then I don't need to know what is. Because you all matter so much, and we all need to just make sure that we feel extreme, because that matters too. And so each of my videos, I'm just gonna touch bases on you all. How you doing? I hope you all having an extreme day. Just keep that positive energy going, that positive energy flowing. You feel it, get it, give it back. You know why? Because it gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, a sense of community, a sense of earth. We all live this life here on earth. We can't take it for granted. Tomorrow isn't promised, and tomorrow your people might not be alive to see that video you planned on uploading. You can't take your blessings for granted. We all it don't cost not a penny to upload something onto YouTube. We all could upload things for free on YouTube. It's just a way of communication between us on this beautiful planet. We use this technology, we use these assets, and it's the mind that one must mend. It's the mind that one must develop. When you go to college, what do you do? What do you do? You develop the mind. When you read a book, what do? You develop the mind. When you go through a 4-hour tutorial on YouTube, what do? You develop the mind. So what I want to do is I want us all to grow together forevermore, until we don't have a breath left in us, with all the transparency and power we can muster in our lives, through zeal and focus, with all the extreme energy we can muster, because if something's worth liking, it's worth loving with passion. And if it ain't worth liking, then it's just gonna take up your time, distract you, Now, in this world, it's a lot of hard things that we know we gotta sacrifice, and and uh, and we just gotta dig deep and on the extremities of ourselves, and strive, because that's how we heal, that's how we grow, that's how we learn. And so I need your support. You know, become a Patreon, help support this channel, help support this movement, help support me. I'll use the funds with the utmost of transparency and the utmost of respect, because I know how it is to not get help. And when I have your help, I'll feel that appreciation, and I will use it to give back, because it's nothing more glorious than earning what you obtain. And when I give back, I will be a example in community of what you can strive for, to, how we exist is important. It's not, we could say things and do things, but it's how we exist. It's our intent. It's our will to reach out, to connect, to be a part of, to heal. We all gotta heal. And I just feel like every time I watch a movie, or every time I just feel like everyone, the actors and the directors, they all work together to create a sense of community. They all work together. It takes a whole community to raise a child. It takes a whole community to raise a child. And through my example, I will be but one of many who grow continually to give back to the community around them, and to acknowledge the meaning and the significance of all of our dreams. And it is through this YouTube channel right here, from here on forth, that I will do what I can. Become a Patreon, because when you become a Patreon, you will be able to get questions answered and things of that nature. When you become a Patreon, you make a statement. You say that you will want to be a part of this movement. You will have even opportunities to be a part of live streams. I will educate myself on all the facets of Patreon and all through what we can provide for each other. But I need your help now. Become a Patreon. Sign up. Throughout time, I'll get on my feet, and everything will look great. It'll be great. It'll be beautiful. It'll shine. Believe with me and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell notification icon so you can get latest updates on all of my new video content right away. And I just want to thank you all for your time. And I think I pretty much touched bases. If there's anything that I missed, I will read over it in my own time, these papers here, and I will create a second video update if there's anything that needs to be added. But essentially, this video was created to introduce all of my YouTube subscribers and new viewers to my Patreon account to help fund and develop this channel here for the span of forever. I'll be using this channel for all my future endeavors and businesses, for I plan on making films and games and tutorials galore. I'll be doing 2D animations as well. I am very well at drawing. I'll also be asking you all to I'll launch GoFundMe's and things of that nature, so we can help invest in the hardwares. We got to see beyond. We got to see beyond these price points and these expenses, and we gotta just put these hardwares in our hands so that we can have the best of the best. We don't want to look back 5 years from now at tutorials from a genius who makes tutorials on hardware that lags every 2 minutes. You over here trying to get your education on, and what happened? Lag. But not because you got slow internet, because your teacher got slow hardware. And that right there, that's what not just you, but everyone who subscribed to would have to put up with if I just lower my standards on how I give to the world. Now, if I have the best of the best through all of your support, little Bobby and little Timmy who watch the tutorials, they gonna see what technology capable of. Not crashing, not lagging, but magic. And they gonna wanna do it even more. They gonna get excited, little Bobby and little Timmy and little Julia. They gonna get excited, and what are they gonna do? They gonna study without even knowing they studying. And then what? You got a couple of talented kids on your hands who need some hardware to go with it. Then what you got? A couple of dream chasers who grab victory to the extreme. And all of that is done through inspiration here and inspiration there. And I want to be a part of that inspiration. I want to be a part of that movement. And I want you all to be too. And together, we can all use this energy, all use this momentum, all use this extreme focus to just provide and give back to the earth in one but many ways. Now I've touched bases on the Patreon account, and make sure you go to www.patreon.com/Jonathan Gillette. I do not want to take up any more of your time. I appreciate you all, and I just want to thank you all for being here and in your time, and I hope you all have an extreme day.